Greetings my friends and welcome to 3rd Age Total War. No more than that, no DAC, no AGO, no sus, nothing of the sort, just good old, as vanilla as it gets, 3rd Age Total War. This is version 3.2, which is I think well over 10 years old at this point. And it's basically the last version of 3rd Age Total War. At that point, DAC sort of took over in popularity and there were no more updates to kind of the main mod, 3rd Age Total War. There is one official, or unofficial, continuation of it, which is the 4.0 version. But it's unofficial, doesn't really have anything really to do with the main mod, which we are checking out today. And the reason I'm checking it out, because it's just a fun blast from the past. 3rd Age Total War, the regular 3rd Age Total War, was how I first got into kind of Lord of the Rings modding for Total War many years ago. I was still a young little peepsqueak back then. Divide and Conquer only had their version 0.5 at that point, which is an eternity ago. And this mod is very much smaller in scale than the current sub-mods are. If I just take a peek at custom battles, then I can show you all the factions. If I show it on the campaign map, then it tends to crash. This mod is very unstable, very prone to crashing, but it is still quite fun. But in terms of faction, Gondor, Rohan, you got Dale, dwarves, no distinction between the three dwarves as it is in DAC right now, just dwarves. Let's see, you got the Free Peoples of Eriador, which is kind of Bree and the Northern Dunedain in one. High Elves, Sylvan Elves, which is a combination of Mirkwood Elves and the Elves of Lothlorien. Mordor, Isengard, the Orcs of the Misty Mountains, Orcs of Gundabad, Harad, Rune, no Aradanaim, no Umbar, nothing like that, and the Kingdom of Arnor, which can be made through the Free Peoples of Eriador. Anyway, you're probably wondering, Izzy, why the hell are you talking about all this? What's the point? You know, you're doing your Dol Amroth campaign in Divide and Conquer, AGO, sus. You got all these fancy sub-mods. Why would you go back to this 10-year-old mod version? You know, why? And the reason for that is because this mod has something that all the other continuations and all the other submods don't have, and that is a single-player kind of story-specific campaign, which you can see right here, the Fellowship campaign. So you got your regular 3rd Age campaign, which is just the way it is in DAC right now, but the Fellowship campaign actually closely follows the events in the books and movies, depending on your perspective, and turns it into a Total War campaign, which is a fantastic experience. It's really a lot of fun, and it's something I think about all the time, and I always think, oh, I wish they'd add that back into DAC, because it was so much fun. It is quite prone to crashing, so that is the reason why I'm going to record everything in one go, and not like I regularly do, upload it, wait for your comments, see your feedback, and then record another session. I'm going to record everything in one go, which is a little bit sad because then I can't take your feedback into account, but on the other hand, if you're watching this video, that means we're able to do a full campaign without it crashing like crazy or without it running into any bugs that I can't get past, so that is at least the good news. Anyway, this campaign is quite heavy on cinematics, storytelling. It also features some cutscenes and the like, which I will showcase in its entirety. I'm going to be hit like crazy on YouTube with copyright strikes and all that kind of jazz. I'm going to just kind of wade my way through that minefield and make sure you can get these videos and experience the campaign as it was meant to be played. But it's going to be quite difficult for me to fend off all the copyright holders. I'm sure you were all aware of how prickly that can be. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to put all my legal expertise into the battle. And all I ask for you is to just leave a like on the video, leave a comment if you enjoyed it. That will help me out a ton. I'm also going to be sure to put timestamps in each and every video, just so you can skip ahead if you just want to go through the cinematic stuff, or if you just want to go watch the battles. Anyway, we are going to start reading through this. As I said, you'll find a timestamp down below if you want to go straight to the campaign. But for now, we're going to read through kind of the setup for this campaign, which is quite long. Frodo Baggins, a hobbit from the Shire, is the son of Drogo Baggins and Primula Brandybuck. At the age of 12, Frodo lost both his parents in a boating accident and was taken in by his maternal family, the Brandybuck clan. At 21, Frodo was adopted by Bilbo Baggins. During the next 12 years, Bilbo taught Frodo much of the Elvish language, and they often shared long walking trips together. Bilbo is celebrating his 111th birthday, on the same day that Frodo Baggins, his heir, is celebrating his 33rd birthday, his coming of age. At the birthday party, Bilbo disappears after his speech, to the surprise of all. Bilbo departs from the Shire, the land of the hobbits, for what he calls a permanent holiday. He leaves his remaining belongings, including his home, Bag End, and, after some persuasion by the wizard Gandalf, the ring he had found on his adventures, with which he used to make himself invisible, to Frodo. Gandalf warns Frodo to keep the ring secret and safe from others, and leaves on his own business. Over the next 17 years, Gandalf visits Frodo, staying briefly before going off again. Then, one spring night, Gandalf arrives to alert Frodo to the darker aspects of the ring, which Bilbo had previously only used to make himself invisible. It is the One Ring of Sauron, the Dark Lord. Sauron forged the ring himself and used it to subdue and rule Middle-earth. In the War of the Last Alliance, Sauron was defeated by the Elven King Gil-galad and Elendil, High King of Gondor and Arnor, though they themselves perished in the deed. The ring was cut off from Sauron by Isildur, son of Elendil. Sauron was thus overthrown, and he fled, and so, for many years, peace returned to Middle-earth. But the ring itself was not destroyed. Isildur kept the ring for himself after cutting it from Sauron. However, Isildur was slain in the Battle of the Gladden Fields, and the ring was lost in the great river Anduin, whereupon it came into the hands of the creature Gollum, who possessed the ring for many years. The ring then passed to Bilbo Baggins, and so passes into the hands of Frodo. Sauron had now risen once again, and had returned to his stronghold in the land of Mordor, and was exerting all his power to find the ring. Gandalf details the evil powers of the ring, and its ability to influence the bearer and those near him. If it is worn for too long a time, Gandalf warns that the ring is no longer safe in the Shire, because, after some investigation of his own, he has learned from Gollum himself that Gollum had gone to Mordor, where he was captured and was tortured into revealing to Sauron that a hobbit named Baggins from the Shire possesses the ring. Heeding Gandalf's advice, Frodo decides that it is best to remove the ring from the Shire. And thus starts our story. Alright, the Fellowship can only play it on very hard campaign difficulty, but because my mum didn't raise a little bitch, I'm also going to play it on very hard battle difficulty. I might regret that, but we'll see. Alright, let's jump in. I do believe we start right away with the cutscene. There we go.
Tells of a ring created by an ancient evil that gave its wearer the power to enslave the world. Believed lost for centuries, it has now been found.
This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron.
But it cannot stay in the Shire.
No,
Yes, I do. Travel only by day. Stay off the road.
it wants to be found.
Alright, good advice from Gandalf there. And it just reminds me how good, especially the first movie is. Now I want to rewatch it all. Anyway, here we go. Campaign rules and notes. We need to follow these to the letter because this campaign is very prone to crashing. Frodo mustn't die or you lose the game. Okay, that's clear. Every other hero except Merry and Pippin, which I'm pretty sure they are like spies or diplomats, they're not actual generals. But every other hero can suffer one fatal wound, which will be healed in Imladris. Okay, so we got like one get out of jail for free card, but only one. If Aragorn suffers his second fatal wound, the campaign is lost. Units mustn't be garrisoned in any settlement except Hobbiton, after the turn's end or the campaign will be lost. Read the events and mission information carefully. Follow the automatic camera movement to know where your missions and quest locations are. Make new saves regularly in case you become dissatisfied with the mission outcome or your campaign progress. Heroes can withstand several hits and are very useful to distract enemy units. Mercenaries are valuable reinforcements, so try to hire as many as possible. Missions of the Council of Nobles are unimportant and have to be ignored. Alright, well, here we go. Let us jump in. And you can probably already tell how this looks completely different from Divide and Conquer, especially from AGO that we used. Just the map, everything is different. The UI, it's a nice blast from the past for me especially. Anyway, then we have Merry, who's a spy, Pippin. We've got Samwise, who's a general. Samwise, right-hand man of the Fellowship leader. That's one hell of a title. He's got 10 units of hobbitry and arms. Okay. 7 attack, 7 defense. They don't have any rock throwing, unfortunately, but they do get a bonus against cavalry. Okay. Bunch of trades. Dauntless, just, loyal. That sums up Samwise quite nicely. And then we have the settlement of Hobbiton, which is kind of our central base of operations. We don't really need it all that much. Where we have Mr. Frodo himself, the ring bearer. He also has 10 units of hobbitry and arms, and the One Ring itself. Okay. Very nice. Low impact of the One Ring. Oh, okay. So the longer we have the ring, the more we're going to suffer from it. Frodo is still far away from the Dark Lord and his corruptive influence, but the closer we get, the harder it's going to get. Alright, at this point we haven't received a mission yet, but seeing as I can't move here, restricted area, I don't think I have to go to Lake Evendeem. I assume we need to move in the direction of Bree, so let's already make haste. Oh, I can't cross yet. I'll put Pippin in the army and have Merry scout ahead a little bit, just so we get a little bit more extra line of sight. Alright. Now, because we're playing regular 3rd Age, there's not that many factions, so it goes pretty quickly. Chapter 1, A Meeting in Bree. For so many years, Bilbo kept this golden trinket, this ring. I never noticed how it changed him, how closely he guarded it. The malice within it was ever so subtle. And now Gandalf tells me 'tis the weapon of the enemy. The One Ring, its secret revealed by the flames in Bilbo's fireplace. As per Gandalf's instructions, I must now rush to Bree by unmarked paths, for the servants of the Dark Lord watch all roads. Gandalf is the wisest person I know, yet never before did see him so distraught. It unnerved me. At least my friends Sam, Merry and Pippin are here to ease my fears, but I wonder if their loyalty will leave them better for it. This ring has the power to corrupt the kindest of hearts and darken the greatest of minds. Not even Gandalf dares to wield it, and I dread what fate it may weave for us. Alright, on to Bree we go. We gotta stay off the roads, but I don't think it actually matters, right? As you wish, he says. Alright, to Bree we go, where we'll meet Aragorn, I hope. I don't think I need to pay attention to that. Everyone hates me, that's fine. That's fine, I hate myself as well, unfortunately. Oh man, I think it's going to be like the first 3rd Age Total War content on YouTube in like many years as well. Yeah, we can ignore these missions, right? Go towards Bree. And I think we need to press the enter again. But it's quite nice to be back here again. That's King Halbarad. Aragorn joins the Fellowship. Traveling along untrodden forest paths, through bushes and ferns, we finally reached the township of Bree. Many seasons have passed by since I was last here. Oh, we're gonna talk? You gonna silence me? Yeah, Nazgul. And the locals have grown suspicious and weary. Everyone seems to be afraid of shadows and strange folk moving about the land. Gandalf said he would meet us at the Inn of the Prancing Pony, and it wasn't long before we found our way to the right place. I felt relief that he would soon be with us again. This ring I carried on my person, even though tucked away in my inner pocket, made me feel exposed and marked. I yearned for the sense of safety that Gandalf's presence created. To my horror, the inn's proprietor, Barlaman Butterbur, informed us that he had not seen Gandalf in months. We felt lost and dismayed at this news, but in the end we decided to stay the night, hoping Gandalf might still come. When we retired for the night, we found a man waiting for us in our room. He was tall and dark, and as he towered over us, we thought ourselves in dire peril. Save for a bright sword at his side, the man looked weathered and unkempt, yet he stood with a proud bearing. Just as fear descended down to our feet, he finally spoke. The man introduced himself as Aragorn, a friend of Gandalf. He claimed that Gandalf had been delayed and had sent word to him to watch over us. He also said the enemy was on our trail and that we were not safe in Bree. He would take us to the wilderness where we could avoid danger. As doubt and fear mingled in our minds, Barlaman Butterbur came into the room to deliver a message from Gandalf he had forgotten about. We could see on his face that he was quite embarrassed about the oversight, as well as he should be, but we thought we were eager to read Gandalf's letter. In it, Gandalf informed us that he could not meet us, but that he would send his friend Aragorn instead. He bade us to heed his counsel and allow him to lead us. Relieved, we accepted Aragorn's offer of guidance and protection. Alright, and there we go. Now we got Aragorn. He's got 15 lads of Dunedain Rangers, so no Grey Company, unfortunately. But these guys are quite a bit better than they are in Dak now, with 10 missile attack. Absolutely insane. So let us join with them as well. I guess we already moved towards Amonsul, right? Might as well get the most of our movement. Ah, Staddle. I don't think that's not a settlement anymore, is it? That's specific to Old Dak. Oh, sorry, Old 3rd Age. I keep saying Old Dak, but it's actually Old 3rd Age. No Dak here. Chapter 2, The Journey to Imladris. The beginning of this campaign is quite story-heavy, as is the Fellowship of the Ring. We'll get into more battles later on, don't you worry about that. Aragorn explained to us that the servants of the Dark Lord who were on our trail were called the Nazgul. They were once great kings of men enslaved by the rings of power Sauron gave them, not unlike the one I carry. Feeding on their ambition, the rings pulled their minds and bodies into shadow and bound them to Sauron's will. Now they exist as wraiths, neither living nor dead, haunting the land, searching for the One Ring, attracted to it like moths to a lantern, whenever its power is used. Aragorn says we must make haste towards Rivendell to seek the wisdom of the elves. None of us have ever travelled that far. The elves are but a distant legend in our minds, though Gandalf has told me many stories, and Sam has often expressed a desire to meet this elder race. It will be an interesting experience, to say the least. Alright, this is already an interesting experience, but not for the reasons the game thinks it is. But man, I'm already enjoying myself so much, so I'm just going to already ask you guys, if you ever want to see me play a campaign of like old Third Age or old DAC even, let me know. I'm so down for that. But I understand if you just want to watch new stuff. The Nazgul are gaining on us every day. I can feel their presence, or rather the ring can feel it. Their chilling wails echo through the night, and each feels like the cold blade of a knife trailing down our spines. Aragorn is a skilled pathfinder and well versed in woodland lore, but the time is running out. We must hurry. Okay. Well, let us hurry then, before the Nazgul catches. Imladris is not that far off. There's another settlement that's, well, new, but I should say old. So these units, just a bunch of peasants. Horwell. I wonder if Amon Sul is even a settlement. It's more here-ish, right? No. Let us end the turn. Oh no, we're attacked by a Nazgul! Akorahil, the blind sorcerer. What do you have? Oh, you got Nazgul, no surprise, really. 35 attack, yikes. 12 charge, 26 total defense, but almost all of it is defense skill. 8 armor, no shield, 8 hit points, damn. I think I'm gonna have to do some skirmishing with my Dunedain Rangers to kill these lads. Alright, time for our first battle. I should make many saves, because it is quite crash heavy. I'm gonna already make 2, just to remind myself. There we go. Let's jump in and get into our first battle. Hope we don't screw up everything. So Frodo can't die. Aragorn and Sam, they can die once. We're gonna try not to let them die, but we're, you know, it's not horrible if it does happen.
I shall lead our forces into battle.
Alright, here we are. Our army sizes are so small. Oh my god, talking about size. How giant is Frodo? Look at him. That's the tallest hobbit I've ever seen. Whoo-wee. Okay. What about Sam? Is he huge as well? Oh, yes he is. There's Aragorn. The most symmetrical face I've ever seen. The Hobbit Train Arms and the Dunedain Rangers, I think they still use the same model, right? At the very least, it's largely unchanged. Okay, I think these Rangers have, like, obscene range. Sam, you might serve as, like, a way to keep the Nazgul occupied. Besides that, where are they? There they are. Special ability, let's see. Chief of the Dunedain, raises morale, rallies routing troops. We're not going to really need that. They don't have anything special, okay. So if they are here, they're already in range. Look at that. Oh, that's massive. Look at that. We're already fighting. It's going to be the only way for me to kill them, I think. Let's speed this up a little bit. Not that high armor. No shield. Very high defense skill. So in melee, they're going to absolutely slaughter us. So maybe I should already move back my troops a little bit, because we're going to do some skirmish tactics. Okay, good, good. Keep hurting them. If only we had a torch, or a woman. I need to get some women. Now, I do just want to say, it's been many, many years for me since I last played, so I don't remember exactly everything that happens, far from it. We might get Eowyn sometime in the future. I'm actually not sure who we get. I don't think we were limited to just characters from the Fellowship. I'm not sure though. But I think there were also some other guest appearances and stuff like that. Come on, keep fighting. Do I have to pull you back already, or do I pull in one of the hobbits to keep them occupied? Seems like going for Frodo. Makes sense. They would be focused on the ring, but if Rangers are fighting on them, I'm pretty sure they'd go after the Rangers first. Okay, this is good. This is good. Bounce Power is not in my favour. Keep fighting. It's a very weird angle to be fighting from, but okay, it works. Run, Frodo, run! Make haste. Oh. Oh, run back. Aragorn! Get your men out of there! Run! Don't let them catch you. I don't want to lose Aragorn. Who knows what other things we'll encounter on the way to Imladris. I think I could do fine without Sam, but without Aragorn? Alright, Sam, you're gonna have to intercept them. Be brave, little hobbit. Or giant hobbit, I should say. Run. Run. Oh, we got caught. Okay, fine. Do I keep running? No, I think I need to keep running. That's gonna cost me dearly, but those guys in melee, that is no winning against that. They are way too powerful. So Sam's gonna run in there, he's gonna keep them occupied, and then Aragorn can hopefully keep fighting. Is that the general? I think that's the general, because he's the only one holding a torch. Okay, that's like Superman wielding kryptonite. That's scary. Okay, he stopped. Because Sam's there, I think. He's trying to give orders to the Nazgûl, like, attack these guys, not the damn hobbits. Have we killed any of them? No, those are all Dunedain. Look at this one guy. Just stood there. Wow, okay. Alright, lads. Can you fight? We're in a bit of a bad angle. We're gonna shoot. I don't want to kill Sam. I'm gonna pull back Sam. I don't want him to die, you know. Is he running out? Or is he stuck? He's getting stuck. Oh no, he's getting stun locked. Yep, there goes Sam. Okay, whatever. He'll be back. That's our first get out of jail for free card spent. Damn. Am I already gonna have to reload the first battle? I'm gonna have to send in Frodo. I don't like that, but I need to keep the Nazgûl at bay because I need to keep the Dunedain fighting. I can't beat them in melee. Damn. I thought I could intercept them in time, but I keep forgetting the hobbits are slower than the Nazgûl. Run, Aragorn, don't get stun locked. Is he gonna get stun locked? Ah, I'm gonna be so fuming if he gets stun locked. Good. Those Nazgûl are fighting me on all sides. Put them on guard mode. Yeah, one of them went down. Good job, hobbits. Well, that must mean they're low on hit points. Aragorn's soloing two Nazgûl. Don't die, Frodo, don't die. I'm gonna pull back Frodo. Okay, Frodo didn't get stuck this time, good. They learned. Keep them occupied. Fire at them! Why won't they die? Run, Frodo, run, little hobbit. Oh, look at that! That hobbit soloed one! No man can kill me. I am no man. I am a hobbit. Good, good. We just need to kind of keep them pacing back and forth. Damn, some of these hobbits just don't give a damn. Well, as long as Frodo lives. All his bodyguard lads can die, that's fine. Come on, they must be low on hit points. Some of them are already dead, so their hit points really must be low. One more volley, point blank. Whew, they just don't care. Alright, let's see if we can finish them in melee. Down to 7. Come on. Come on, 5. This is already too close for comfort for my first battle. Bring them down. Stun lock them. That's Frodo. Help him, Dunedain. Help him, Aragorn. Good. That little hobbit sacrificed himself.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
That's fine.
Our men for the moment,
yes!
the fortune of battle goes our way.
Yes, I think we did it, boys. Oh man, that was too close. We lost Sam, but he'll be fine.
Let all who remember this
That was already way too close. I feel like I've already messed up putting it on very hard campaign, battle difficulty, but hey, that's going to be part of the challenge, eh? So in my version of the Fellowship of the Ring, I'm going to decline that. It's actually Sam that got stuck with the Morgul blade and not Frodo. We'll go with that. You have reached Imladris, an important elven outpost in Middle-earth, which was established by Elrond. In addition to Elrond and his family, notable elves who live there include Glorfindel and Erestor. Very nice. Hero rescued. Deadly wounded, a member of the Fellowship was taken to Imladris to be healed by the elves. However, he lost several of his acquired traits, and another fatal wound for this member of the Fellowship can probably not be healed again by the elves, and will lead to his irrepealable death. Elrond sent 1 unit of Eldar elves who will accompany your hero. What? Okay, I got a free unit of Eldar archers. I wish I'd killed everyone then. If Aragorn died, would he have gotten one of those as well? Because 11 melee attack, 12 missile, 15 defense, 121 of them? I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. Nice. Alright, Samwise, you stay in Imladris. We're coming over. Actually, maybe more Nazgûl are out lurking about. Let's try to join up as quickly as we can. Okay. I think we press the end turn. Rightio. No, Lenny, I'm very sorry. I like your name quite a lot, but I think it's just more upkeep cost. Alright, let's join up the lads. Keep moving towards Imladris. Hopefully no more stew. What the hell are these names, man? If you thought they were bad and dark. Oh boy.
By your command.
Alright. Give me a mission. Council, the White Council must convene. Teddy, I'm gonna keep declining. Chapter 3, the Council.
Cast back into the fiery chasm from whence it came.
You tell him,
One of
Hugo.
Let's do this.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
I will help you bear this burden, Frodo Baggins.
By my life or death, I can protect you. I will. You have my sword.
And you have my bow.
And my axe.
And you have my mouse and keyboard. I'm the 10th member of the Fellowship.
You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes!
Where are we going?
After a grueling trek, we managed to stay just ahead of the ring rates and reach Rivendell. The power of this place is great, and the Nazgul dared not follow us further. Soon we met Elrond, the elven lord of this place, and one of the wisest beings in Middle-earth. He welcomed us to his house, and we spent many weeks in Imladris, as it is called in the elven tongue, recuperating. To my great joy, Gandalf was also here. He had been delayed by the treachery of Saruman the White, the head of the Wizard Order who betrayed the Free Peoples, and joined with Sauron, seeking to sate his own hunger for power. Aragorn told us that he spent much of his youth here under Elrond's care. We learned that he was the direct descendant of Isildur and Anarion, great kings of old, meaning he was the only remaining heir to both kingdoms of Gondor, as well as the long-ruined Arnor. All of the stories and legends Gandalf told me seemed to come alive in this place, causing both feelings of wonder and dread. Soon a great council was called to decide the fate of Sauron's ring. Representatives of all the Free Peoples gathered for this fate-altering meeting. Boromir, son of the steward Denethor, arrived from Gondor, where the people have been keeping the forces of Mordor at bay for a long time at great cost. Legolas, the Sylvan Elf, came from the forest of Mirkwood on behalf of his king and father Thranduil. Much of Mirkwood has been covered by shadows spreading from the dark citadel of Dol Guldur, once home to Sauron the Necromancer, and is threatening to engulf the entire Sylvan realm. Gimli, son of Gloin, would speak for the dwarves. When a messenger from Mordor came to the Lonely Mountain, inquiring about Bilbo and the One Ring, the dwarves of Erebor knew that great evil was afoot. Several of Elrond's advisors, as well as Gandalf, Aragorn, and myself, also attended the meeting. Much deliberation there was on what to do with the weapon of the enemy. Much fear and anxiety there was, and the discussion soon became heated, as personal interests and old rivalries began to surface. At last Elrond spoke. Alright, oh, look at that. Everyone showed up. Entire parties here. Okay, we got Boromir. He's got 15 Dunedain Rangers. Very nice. I'm just already going to put them in the army with Frodo. We got Legolas, who's got Legolas's bodyguard, his own unit. 9 melee attack, 11 missile attack, and 9 defense. Okay. Cool. Gandalf, 15 Dunedain Rangers as well. Okay, we're going to have a lot of Dunedain with us. That's fine. They're very good. Mr. Gimli's got 30 Gimli's bodyguard, 12 attack, 23 defense. 3 defense skills actually kind of low, but they got 5 shield, 15 armor, so they're quite tanky still. Right. Is that the entire fellowship then? I think it is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, okay. Well, I guess we'll be moving towards Moria then. Or Rohan. Maybe we'll get a choice as well whether or not we're going to go through the Gap of Rohan or Moria. Chapter 4, Unknown Ways. The Fellowship is on its way. Our first stop is Lothlorien, the great golden wood and home of the Galadhrim elves. Their power will shelter us and provide us with valuable support as we proceed towards Mordor. All roads leading to Lothlorien are perilous, and we have little time to spare. Gandalf is taking us via the most direct route which leads through the mines of Moria, called Khazad-dûm. Long ago these mines and great halls were once home to Gimli's people, but the dwarves were driven off and Moria has become a place of dread. We can only hope to remain undetected by the evil that lurks in these dark depths. Well, I've got my doubts about that, but hey, let's find out for ourselves, eh? Let's just make another save. Let's save over the first one. There we go. Ooh, we got some forces of Isengard lurking about. I'm just going to avoid them if possible. There's Ostenithil. Placed a little bit differently than it is in recent versions. I don't want you, I don't want anyone. Leave me alone. At this point, I'm almost inclined to accept one, because I think they'll leave me alone then. Alright, Mary. We've reached the Misty Mountains, a huge mountain range which is inhabited by orcs and other creatures, running for 795 miles from north to south, between Eriador and the valley of the great river Anduin, and from Mount Gundabad in the far north to Isengard in the south. What do your hobbit eyes see? Okay, they're kind of blocking me at this point. I'm going to attack you. Oh, they're buggering off. Okay. I'll give them one turn to really bugger off. I think they're scared of me because I got those Eldar elves. That really helps.
Yes.
No, he's still here. Go away. Alright, he withdrew again. You know what? Let's kill him.
Yes.
Let us kill him. As long as we only use generals, they'll replenish their men, so that's fine. Let's make a save and let's kill some Uruk-hai who attack us on the slopes of the Misty Mountains.
Attack! It's time to fight, men. When you meet your enemy, remember that he smells because you scare him.
That is weirdly uncharacteristic for Frodo. But I kind of like it. Let's take a look at these new units. We have so many units to showcase. Let's see, the Rangers. Legolas's bodyguard. Let's take a look at the generals as well. That doesn't really look like Legolas, but it looks kind of elvish. Okay. That does look like Gimli, although he's also quite big, but the model is quite good. Quite like that. Boromir. Okay, that looks like Boromir from the Fellowship, alright. I hope we get Boromir with full armor later on. That would be kind of cool. Gandalf. Oh, there we go. That's such a high quality model, actually. I really like that one. And then, of course, we have the Eldar Archers. Look at that. What a beautiful unit still. Oh, man. Okay. How are we going to do this? Well, I think we're just going to shoot most of them, right? So I'll just put all the Archer lads in front. I'll put Gimli there to keep them busy. The Eldar Archers in the back, because I don't want them to get stuck fighting. The Hobbits, they're just kind of there to... I don't know. That's literally it. I don't know. They're just kind of there, you know. Oh, do they all have special abilities? Okay, so Boromir, he can use flaming ammo. He can use swiftness. Stops time for enemy armies. Stops time for enemy armies? What? Allows for quick movement of own armies. Is that the way, like, how stunning works in modern mod? Flame of Arnor raises morale, scares enemy units, rallies routing troops. Okay, but I really like this stopping of time. Like, that sounds awesome. Snaga Archers, they look the same. The Uruk-hai Raiders... I don't know, their model, it looks similar, just crappier. You know, less crisp, so maybe it is different. Maybe it has gotten a bit of polish, but it's still recognizable, you know. Even today. Fight on the Raiders, I don't care too much about the Snaga Archers, they can't hit anything. Pathetic. They always have been pathetic. Alright lads, fire away. Keep fighting, kill them all. It is a lot of Uruk-hai Raiders. Thin the herd before we send in the Gimel man. Come on, Gimli. Show them how we dwarfs fight. I know. This is no mere rabble of orcs. These are Uruk-hai. Their armor's thick, their shields broad. I feel like I should send in another unit to help out. Alright, let's give him stubbornness of dwarves. Are they just kind of running past my dwarves? What? It's not legal, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, give him the Flame of Arnor, give him swiftness, stop time. Oh, that did nothing. Just kind of running past Gimli, but they broke because of it. Yeah, how'd you like that, eh? Let you switch targets. Well, I don't think we'll be able to catch the general, but that's okay. I just want him to bugger off, really. Leave me alone, you know. Where even is he? Oh, I think that's him. Yep. Looks like the general, alright. You'll live to fight another day. Let's get rid of these Snaga. Just shoot them. Don't give me advice, I know what I'm doing! I've gone back in time just to play this mod. Poor Gimli, he'll never catch up to them. It's fine. Like I said, I just need them to move out of my path, so there we go.
It's time to be awed by
4 casualties. I can live with that. Well, I don't need prisoners. I have other things to do. Alright, let's continue towards Moria. A small distraction, but I greatly enjoyed that. Alright, let's see. The Balrog? Oh no, already? Navigating the pitch-black corridors of Moria with only the white light of Gandalf's staff to guide us, we eventually reached the Chamber of Mazarbul, the room for keeping records. Oh. I can't read that fast, Saruman. Shadow and copyright strikes. We eventually reached the Chamber of Mazarbul, the room for keeping records in the resting place of Balin, the Lord of Moria, and Gimli's kinsman. From the records found, we learnt the fate of the dwarven expedition in Moria that was trapped and overrun by orcs. As we mourned the dwarves' misfortune, suddenly we could hear the pounding of drums in the corridor outside the chamber. Our movement through the mines had not gone unnoticed. Quickly we moved to bar the main doors with any debris we could find, but the multitude of screaming creatures on the other side soon burst through the barricade. The orcs of Moria were upon us, and we clashed with them in this very place where the dwarves had made their last stand. The orcish attack was furious, and fear shook my heart. But in our group were some of the greatest warriors in Middle-earth, and our assailants soon found themselves outmatched. After a dozen of the vile creatures were cut down, the orcs retreated, but countless more were coming, and we knew we had mere seconds before they started attack anew. With haste we exited through the east door and started down the stairs. Gandalf attempted to place a shutting spell on the door, but he was repelled by some terrifying force on the other side. We ran towards the bridge of Khazad-dûm, pursued by something terrible. We could feel its heat on our backs. The feet, the Balrog. Yes, give me just a moment, please. I probably shouldn't move my spy that far up ahead, because I'm triggering these events too early. Stay there, Balrog. I'll be with you in a moment. Alright, Mary, join the Fellowship. Stop walking off on your own. I have a Balrog to slay.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. He's just kind of chilling there. You are probably going to stick at least one of me. Alright. Move to the Balrog. Okay, well the mass power is significantly in my favour, so... Okay. He's got 16 lads, 16 Balrogs. Ooh. 25 attack, 26 defense, but only 3 hit points. That's actually not that much. I don't know. Seems quite easy. And then Goblin Infantry. Cares about that. Alright, let's make another save. I'll actually make a third Fellowship save. And let us slay a Balrog of Moria.
Muster your courage, men.
Ooh, I can hear the drums in the deep. Ooh, spooky. This map looks familiar. Pretty sure this is still a map in DAC today. Although, I think the paths are... I don't think there's that path to the side here. Okay, well, I'm just going to put everyone in the main chamber. And... we'll see where the enemy deploys. Okay, I think he's on that side. Okay. Look at that model. Ooh. That's quite a bit different. I kind of like it. He's got pretty much no animations to speak of, but it does look cool. I must say. It would be cool if it was like one giant Balrog, but still, this is alright. That's always kind of limitations with these mods, you know. And I guess if they ever make a more modern Lord of the Rings game in terms of like style of the Warhammer games, and the one thing that I'm really looking forward to is like hero models and just like big units like dragons and stuff, which they have in Warhammer. If they can get that into the Tolkien setting, of course, that would be... I don't think we need to use fire arrows. I'm pretty sure the Balrog will absolutely make fun of us. Frodo, you're not getting anywhere close to that. You go chill with Balin, okay? Look at Gimli keeping the elves back. Damn, these elves are fast. I don't want it to be too fast, though. I don't want to trigger the Balrog too early. He's already moving. Heavy infantry, eh? Still, I fear with enough archers, we can just plink away at him. Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna pull back here, because this is a bit of a better position. I'm pretty sure Legolas's bodyguard will... camera! Still annoying, as it has always been. In case you're wondering, yeah, it's always been annoying. But I think if Legolas just blinks away at him, then he'll probably come chasing after me, right? He doesn't really seem to care all that much. I should have brought Glorfindel, that much is clear. Okay, you're just gonna stand there. Oh, no, he's not just gonna stand there. Alright, pull back. We're gonna try to stop time when they're like over here so we can get many shots away on him. Run, elves, run! The Balrogs are coming. Okay, if they're in our killing zone, we're gonna stop time for the enemy. I still find that a very strange concept, but hey, I'm not gonna debate it. Alright, Gimli, get ready. And stop time! No, that really doesn't work at all. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. It looks like they're slowed down, but I really don't think they are. Alright, Gimli, be careful. Remember, he's beyond any of us, apparently, but we're gonna keep shooting him. Boromir, put your heart into it. I wish the hobbits could throw rocks. They don't have to be good rocks, just act like they're, like, being helpful. Don't die, Gimli. He's relatively safe on the edge there. Come on, just keep putting your arrows into them. I feel like if I use fire arrows, he's only going to get stronger. Because currently he's not very on fire, it's just black. But hey, that's okay. We're not going to light him on fire ourselves now. Eldar archers, keep fighting! Keep fighting! Yes! One of the Balrog is down! Good. Two of them are down apparently, unless one guy counts for two. I'm not going to actually count them. I think they might count for two. Look at that. Stubbornness of dwarfs. These goblin infantry are not going to add anything. More cannon fodder. Right, lads, why are you not fighting anymore? Are you scared of friendly fire? Don't be. Gimli does not care about friendly fire. The Balrogs are going down. The flame of Arnor. Flame of Udun. You want to have Sam kill a Balrog? No, I'm not going to have Sam kill a Balrog. As much as I want to, Sam already died once, so if he would go down again, he'd be dead. We don't want that. I think the oh no, there's one. The main Balrog escaped. The General Balrog. General Balrog. Hello there, General Balrog. Yeah, these goblin infantry don't stand a chance against Gimli. And these dwarfs, armed and filthy. Good. Right, can we maybe fire on that Balrog already? Are we hitting him? Don't think we're hitting him. Gimli's getting very tired. So we're not going to send him to deal with the Balrog, because he'll probably die if I do that. And I don't want him to die. Oh no. We've already lost enough dwarves. Okay, never mind. The Balrog thought otherwise. I want all my archers to fire on the Balrog. Don't die. Yes! The Balrog went down, right? Oh? Oh wait, there's one tiny Balrog remaining. The actual general model. I see. Okay. They always have to like find ways around that, because the general can't be a big model, it seems. But he's getting stun locked like crazy, there's nothing he can do. Go sit in a corner, Goblin King! Right, where did those other goblins go? Are they gone for good? Sorry for the filthy camera work. Yeah, no. I'm not sure where they are. Come on, bully that man out of existence. Bully him to death. Yes! Good! We've slain the Balrog and it wasn't even that hard. Kinda wish the Balrog was a little bit more difficult, but hey. I don't even know who to complain to at this point. This mod is so old. Well, there we go, Gimli doing most of the heavy lifting. Everybody gaining some experience. Across the board. Good, nice. So I think that's our path carved through Moria, right? Wonderful. We have escaped Khazad-dûm. As we reached the bridge, it overtook us, a demonic apparition of shadow and fire. It stood there wreathed in flames and wrath, ancient and terrifying. "A Balrog of Morgoth," Legolas exclaimed in horror. "This foe is beyond any of you." Gandalf returned and bade us run across the bridge. Having reached the other side, we could see the whole scene unfold. Gandalf and Balrog, the Balrog, faced off each other over the great chasm. Surges of light and flames clashed between them as the two forces duelled, each determined to undo the other. Great was the power unleashed that day in Moria, and terrible to behold, yet the day seemed to be ours, when Gandalf smote a bridge with his staff, and the stone structure began to buckle and crack. Unable to withstand the monster's weight, the bridge collapsed beneath the Balrog, and the fiery beast was swallowed by the infinite darkness below. Sadly, our joy lasted but an instant, and we watched in horror as a tongue of flame lashed out from the deep darkness and took Gandalf with it. In confusion and despair we ran out of the mines, leaving darkness behind us, save that which was now in our hearts. Gandalf's loss was like a hammer blow to the chest, yet Aragorn urged us on, for orcs would soon blanket the area with their numbers. We had to move on. We had to reach Lothlorien. So is Gandalf dead then, even if he didn't die in my actual gameplay?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, he is. Oh, that's sad. I was kind of hoping they'd do it like the Age of the Ring mod for Battle for Middle-earth does, where it's like, you know, you could change the course of the Fellowship. And if you played right, you could actually save Boromir in that case from dying, or save Gandalf. We have reached Lothlorien, the fairest forest realm of the elves remaining in Middle-earth in the Third Age. It is the elven centre of resistance against Sauron, and is a symbol for the elves' aesthetics of preservation, which provides a space out of time for the characters who both live and visit there. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, my lord.
I think we're going to end this little recording at Lothlorien.
My lord.
So I'm just going to make another save. Fellowship for many saves. As soon as we get to Lothlorien, of course. I'm sorry, Ted, you will not be joining the Fellowship. You are not worthy.
There is no glory.
Neither are you, Larry. Chapter 5, Lothlorien reached. We have finally reached Lothlorien, but at what a cost. Nevertheless, the grace and serenity of this place are extraordinary. Time almost seems to stand still here, and all sorrows are washed away by its gentle tides. Every breath brings renewed strength. Aragorn said the Golden Wood is the hearts of Elvendom in Middle-earth, and whatever doubts of that may have existed were erased when we met the Lady of the Woods, Galadriel. Tall and proud she was, and beautiful beyond enduring. We felt naked before her, our thoughts laid bare by her gaze, and she looked inside each of us, testing our resolve and filling our hearts with hope. In my mind she left a warning, a dark foreboding about the ring that can overturn a good heart and twist it for evil purposes. Always does the ring work its malice, and for as long as I wear it I will not be safe from its influence on me nor others. Suddenly she released us from her gaze and spoke. "Do not let your hearts be troubled," she said. "Tonight you shall sleep in peace." For many weeks we remained in Lothlorien, recuperating and mourning Gandalf's fall. But at last it was time to continue on our journey. Before we left, the lady presented each member of the Fellowship with a gift. For Aragorn, a sheath for his sword, Andoril, wrought from silver and gold with elven runes depicting the sword's lineage. For Legolas, a bow of the Galathrim, longer and sturdier than bows of Mirkwood. For Merry and Pippin, 2 silver belts with flower-shaped golden clasps. Sam received but a plain grey wood box with a G rune upon it. Inside it were earth from Galadriel's orchard, and a single silver nut from a mallow tree. Boromir's gift was a belt of gold that shone brightly. To me, the Lady Galadriel bestowed a small glass phial. Inside it, she said, was captured the light of Eärendil, the elves' most beloved star. Though it is a delicate thing, its power to ward off evil is great. "And what would a dwarf ask of an elf?" she asked Gimli. Though a mighty warrior with a heart of stone, Gimli blushed. Like a shy child with embarrassment in his voice, he asked for a single strand of Galadriel's hair, that shone with a golden light with silvery hues. The lady honoured him with 3 strands, a renewed pact of friendship between mountain and wood. Alrighty then, I'm gonna round it off here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this first little recording, this first little adventure in the Fellowship of the Ring campaign for good old Third Age Total War, and I hope you look forward to part number 2, where I'm sure we will move south in the direction of Rohan.